Hey, good Tuesday afternoon, and thank you for joining us for 22 News at 4 o'clock. I'm Nick Oresco. Some wild weather happening in the south. A first ever blizzard warning for parts of Louisiana and Texas. They could pick up several inches of snow. Meantime, here locally, dry, but we're dealing with those cold temperatures. Let's bring in 22 News from team meteorologist Brian Lapis. Another cold day and cold night expected.
Yeah, got down below zero this morning, and we're expecting that again tomorrow morning and possibly even as early as midnight or so tonight. In the meantime, traffic is fine. Roads are dry, at least main roads are. You can see here from Bernardston to Longmeadow. I-91 is in good shape. Mass Pike also running fine. 391, 291, no problems there. Let's talk about the cold. Cold weather advisory continues from the National Weather Service for our western hills, northern and southern, all of Berkshire County really, western Hamden, western Hampshire, western Franklin County. Actual air temperatures getting down around and below zero. A little breeze could make it feel like it's as cold as 20 below in these places overnight tonight into the day tomorrow. Speaking of cold air, here it is. Temperatures are in the upper teens just about everywhere. Orange hanging on to 16, 19 Greenfield and Northampton, 18 in Westfield, and temperatures are in the low to mid-teens right now in the Berkshires. Other than the cold, the weather is quiet. We've got some fringe clouds from that southern storm system over us right now, but otherwise the weather is fair, just chilly. Looks like the coldest of the air kind of bottoms out here for us tomorrow morning, and then we start to climb back to more typical mid to late January weather. We'll show you with our 22 News Storm Team forecast.
Several buses were damaged today in an early morning fire in Wilbraham. The fire started around 1:30 this morning at the Wilbraham bus garage. Fire Chief Michael Andrews said 4 buses were damaged. No injuries were reported. State police, fire investigators assigned to the State Fire Marshal's office are assisting the Wilbraham Department in their investigation. Due to the fire, there was a 2-hour delay for the Hamden-Wilbraham Regional School District and all of Ludlow Public Schools. 2 Canadian geese found dead on the UMass campus in Amherst have tested positive for bird flu. That's according to a university spokesperson. The geese are the first positive cases of the H5N1 virus to be found on campus. The CDC says the current bird flu outbreak poses little risk to human health. But out of caution, the university has put up signs near the campus pond warning visitors not to touch or feed the geese. Following his inauguration, President Donald Trump began his second term by signing a series of executive orders Monday night. The first order he signed revoked about 80 executive actions signed by former President Joe Biden. He also signed a freeze on a new regulation, and he withdrew from the Paris Climate Treaty. The president also issued roughly 1,500 pardons and commuted the sentences of 6 of his supporters in connection with the January 6, 2021 attack on the U.S. Capitol. President Trump also declared a national emergency on the U.S.-Mexico border, as well as ordering construction on his border wall to resume. Another one of President Trump's executive orders would put limitations on birthright citizenship, prompting a lawsuit in Massachusetts. The executive order wants to limit birthright citizenship to people who have at least one parent who is a United States citizen or a permanent resident. The proposal faces strong opposition from 23 Democratic attorneys general and also civil rights groups. The Massachusetts lawsuit calls Trump's plan a, quote, unlawful attempt to strip hundreds of thousands of American-born children of their citizenship based on their parentage. Back now with meteorologist Brian Lapis. It's going to be a cold one tonight, Brian.
Yeah, back down below zero we expect, and another cold day here tomorrow. Let's take a look at what's happening right now. Again, some thin clouds overhead. Occasionally we get a little dim sunshine through these clouds, but gradually these will be moving offshore, and we'll get back into mostly clear air as shown here on the 22 News Storm Team Skycast. So scattered clouds early this evening. Evening temperatures will be falling through the teens into the single digits, and then overnight we clear out. with temperatures below zero just about everywhere here tomorrow morning. At least it'll be a bright day, relatively light breeze, high temperatures 18 to 22 degrees. So tomorrow is the last of the very cold days, and we start to kind of climb out and start a little warming trend here on Thursday. We'll update those numbers on 22 News starting at 5.
In college football, the Ohio State Buckeyes are national champs once again. They took down the Fighting Irish 34-23 to win the championship game in Atlanta last night. Ohio State has now won 9 college football titles, tying with USC for 4th most ever among NCAA's officially recognized championships. This is the Buckeyes' first national title since 2014. Tickets for the Red Sox home opener go on sale this week. Tickets for that game on April 4th. And all games through May 25th go on sale this Thursday at 10 a.m. The Sox begin their season in Texas on March 27th and will return home for opening day at Fenway April 4th in a matchup against the St. Louis Cardinals. Single game tickets are as low as $20 and are available in all seating areas, including green monster seats. Tonight on 22 News, starting at 5 o'clock, a dangerousness hearing held for a man accused of sexual contact with animals that was held this morning. We'll explain the charges he is now facing. Plus, sub-zero temperatures can have negative impacts on drivers, how you can prepare your vehicle during your morning and evening commutes. And despite the failure of ballot question 4, multiple bills have been filed in an effort to legalize psychedelic substances. See what supporters have to say about that issue, Brian.
Traffic looking good, Nick, as we start the evening commute up and down I-91. No problems there, and the Pike is running smoothly as well. In and around downtown Springfield, 291, 391, Holyoke, looking good. So the cold weather continues. We'll track temperatures as we head into the middle of the week and even the weekend on 22 News at 5.
Bundle up, Brian. Thank you, and thank you for joining us for 22 News at 4 o'clock. Latest updates on this cold weather and latest news at wwlp.com and the free 22 News app. Spring is coming.